Hello, my spookies. Welcome to the Bladesong playtest. Now, this is not my normal type of game that I play on this channel, but somebody in this world begged me to play it, pleaded with me to play it, said, please, Missy Spooks, please play it. I need you to play the song. And I said, okay, fine. So, I'm gonna give it a go. This is just the playtest. So I know diddly squatty about this, but apparently oh god, in cloying darkness you writhe, you cling to life by the tips of your fingers. That's not terrifying at all. Now, when I was testing the audio was super quiet, so if it like suddenly gets super loud, I apologize immediately. Something takes shape in the emptiness, contours of flesh tracing along familiar lines, a withered old woman's face floating before your own. I thought this was a game about forging swords. I don't know. I do know that they, so apparently this existed as like a, you know, create swords, forge everything, and like the big forging forge. But they added a campaign mode, and so that's what kind of got me to do stuff about this, and I was like, I like me a good story, but what the heck? When she speaks, she has the rasping voice of a raven. Who are you? A swordsmith, a survivor, a saint. I'm just a Missy Spooks. Interesting. Is this picking my gender? You'll be addressed as male, you'll be addressed as female, you will largely be addressed in a gender-neutral way. At times, generic masculine might be used. Interesting. Well, I do identify as female, so I'll go for it. Alright, so I don't know if that's loud or not. Whoa! Oh, that was loud. Okay, hold on. Let me turn that down quickly. Okay, let's try that. If the audio bar goes in the red, you're like, oh god, no. Wrong! It is not your time. The Sundering claimed untold lives, yet you endured when so many around you perished. What did you do to survive? Ooh, mercenary! I joined a band of sell swords, forging the blades used in our butchery. When the last of them died in battle, it was time for me to start over. This background grants 3+ toughness and may open unique dialogue choices. A leader! We built a settlement at Osterhall. I was their smith and their spokeswoman. For many years we held out. One by one I buried them all. This background grants 3+ diplomacy. Wanderer, I plied my trade from settlement to settlement, gathering hard-won knowledge about a world that is falling apart. 3+ knowledge? A slave, I was too useful to kill. I was traded back and forth between warlords who kept me chained to a forge. When I saw my chance, I escaped. Background grants +3 finesse. Ooh, toughness, diplomacy, knowledge, or finesse. Ooh, I don't remotely know what's a good... This sounds interesting. +3 finesse. I mean, finesse for a forging game sounds like a good thing to me. Either that or diplomacy probably would help me with people, but knowledge would probably help me with, like, a knowledge tree? Ooh. I don't know what toughness would get me. Do we fight in this game? I didn't think this game had combat. What did I do to survive? I kind of like slave. +3 finesse. When I saw my chance, I escaped. Go for it. A cold hand touches your brow. Water cools your burning throat. You kept something through all your hardships. A keepsake from a better time. What is it? An artisan's toolkit for a creative playstyle grants a bundle of leathers and pigments for more creative freedom early on. A family heirloom for story-focused playstyle grants a unique family heirloom passed down through prior generations of your lineage. A bottle of rare old world spirit for an optimization-focused playstyle grants a bottle of precious liquor to boost your progress. I don't know what's a good thing, but I always enjoy story when I play games, so I think I'm going to do the story-focused playstyle. The fire is burning itself out, leaving you a damp shadow of your old self. You claw blindly in the darkness until more water is tipped down your throat. What do you believe in now? The voices have abandoned this world. Oh my gosh. Ambition. Humanity can rise above the voices if we learn their secrets. Continuity. Continuity it's called. I believe in small things. Bread rising, seasons turning, children growing. Interesting. Freedom. We're better off without the voices. Humans can adapt to anything. Compassion. Every small kindness is an act of defiance in a world without pity. Or nothing. Nothing matters anymore. There's peace in accepting that. Ooh, I'm torn between continuity and compassion. Those are my two things. Of like, I'm huge on this. Like, just be nice. Just be nice. Be kind to people. Doing acts of kindness is the greatest thing that any human being can do in this entire universe. Just be kind. Take care of the people around you, even if you don't know who they are. Just take care of them. That's all we really need in this world. But I also like this. Continuity. I believe in small things. Because in this day and age, this world, it's all about, like, you know, what kind of massive company can you build and run, and can you accomplish? Can you be a rock star? Can you be a millionaire? Like, the small things matter, too. You know? Can Missy Spooks cook without setting her kitchen on fire? It hasn't happened yet. But, like, tiny, tiny little things, tiny accomplishments are really big. Celebrate the small things, because those matter too. You know, if you struggle in school so hard and you got a B, that's awesome. Good for you. Listen, B's are great. B's are great. You know, did you, like, you know, Tiny Missy Spooks channel, I just got 500 subscribers and I celebrated like no one's business. I went around and I showed everyone at work. Got 500 subscribers. That's awesome. In the grand scheme of YouTubing, that's a sad number. But to me, that's a huge accomplishment. Huge. Oh, I think I gotta go with compassion, though. That's my big thing. Just be nice. Just be nice. Ooh. You have it backwards. Love is what dooms your kind in the end. The world will tear out that soft heart of yours and devour it. Probably. Probably. But you know what? I'm going to keep it. I'll leave you with one final question I don't expect an answer. What will fill the silence the voices left behind? As the old woman's face retreats into inky blackness, sparks flicker into life behind her one by one, a field of stars burning with a sickly pale light. Like seeds taking root, they twist and expand, their tendrils branching and burrowing through the darkness until they've strangled it with light. Whoever is the writer for this knows what they're doing. Now wake, Smith, you still have a part to play in humanity's final act. A new day has dawned. 72 hours remaining. Your eyes flutter as you regain consciousness. You're faintly surprised to find yourself alive. Either death did not come for you, or when it did, it found you unyielding. Awaken! You sit up, gasping, sweat-drenched. The fever has broken. Get your bearings. Catalog your remaining supplies. Most of your rations are gone. Your horse was already dying when the fever took you. Its body is nowhere to be seen. By now, it's likely soup. Get your bearings. You're in a tent. There's no sign of your caretaker, apart from a half-empty water pail and a damp cloth on your brow. You peek out of the tent flap, squinting against the sunlight. Continue. Outside, as far as the eye can see, stretches a chaotic sprawl of tents and shelters, churned mud and shallow graves. It's all coming flooding back. Remember. For a decade, you were chained at the anvil, forging weapons for men so evil they could scarcely be called men. You were traded back and forth between warlords, too valuable to let die, until you finally seized an opportunity to escape. It was a long journey to Eren Keep, through dust and despair. Your last memories are of sliding from your dying horse, your numb legs tracking furrows in the mud as someone dragged you to a shelter. But who? Outside the tent is a crude field forge, complete with an anvil. Did you crawl here in a daze, or did your mysterious caretaker bring you here? Either way, the anvil gives you a feeling of home. I should see if anyone in the camp is selling steel to use in the forge. Assess the field forge's condition. It seems to have been abandoned for some time, lacking anyone with the skill to work it, but it won't require much effort to get it running again. Tonight you'll head to the gates and try to secure entry to Eren Keep, but not yet. You're still weak from the fever, but if you want to eat, you'll need to make some coin. For now, you'll ply your trade as best you can in this desperate place. By the looks of it, plenty here will be in need of a sword. I should head to the outer gate at sundown and try to gain entry to Eren Keep. Alright, thank you for signing up for the Bladesong playtest. We appreciate your interest and feedback. Lots has changed since the last playtest, so please pay attention to the tutorial. Even if you've played before, we've kept it short. Use the tutorial flag at the top bar to revisit any information you've already seen. Okay, nice, nice. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let's click that thing. Never mind, let's not. Welcome to the camp, Swordsmith. People will come to you with commissions. You choose which commissions to take on. Commissions refresh daily. Click the highlighted button to choose your first commission. This thing? Okay. Owen! What do you want, Owen? Your first customer is a gaunt man in a tattered cloak. He approaches you, noticing the anvil outside your tent. You a blacksmith? Can you make me a sword? I've got the coin for it. Just make sure it's good and long and thick. I mean long. I don't like my enemies to be in hugging distance, if you get my meaning. Alright, I accept for a blue thing and a silver thing. Sure. Forge. Blade length. Oh, okay. Requirements. Impact speed, mobility, sharpness, stiffness, and point. Okay. So the blade length needs to be between 30 and 50%. The weight has no requirement, and the balance has no requirement. These don't have any requirement. Right. Well, here's basically the game. Move the camera with the middle mouse button. Rotate with the right mouse button. Whee! Zoom. Wait. Okay, I feel like it. Oh, hold on. Move the camera. No. What do you mean, move the camera with the middle mouse button? What the fudge is the middle mouse button? Oh! That's weird, but okay. Alright, let's start shaping your blade. Customers have different requirements, which your sword must fulfill. The top left panel shows your progress towards commission requirements. Use the change length ability to begin. The what? The change length button. Alright, strike the blade with your hammer to shape it. Hammer in time with the rhythm for stronger effect. Alright, let's zoom in a little bit. Use X to flip the hammering direction? Reverse hammering? Okay, so... Got it. What am I doing? I don't know. Oh, no. Okay, alright. Let's fly... Okay, so... What is that? What is that? The direction of the hammer with X? What? Am I hitting from the bottom? Is that what that means? I don't really know. Alright, change thickness. Okay, I really hope that the game is doing this for me, because I'm not a bajillion % sure what I'm remotely doing. Okay, no, alright, now we're done. Alright, change width. Okay. Okay, hammer a point on the sword. By default, customers won't accept a sword without a point. Well, that makes sense. Alright, taper. Okay. The cross-section ability makes your blade sharp. The blue line on the blade means it's not done yet. What blue line on the blade? There's a yellow line on the blue. Whoa, what is that? Whoa, okay, I don't really know what that means, but okay. Alright, hammer until it turns orange. It's orange! Just saying. Check the colors in the cross-section display to see the blade's cut-through potential. Hammer the blade into a diamond shape. That kind of diamondy to me, but... Oh, it's blue. Okay. Alright. Is it a diamond now? Alright, your blade's complete! Click the hilt mode to start working on the hilt. Okay. In hilt mode, you have access to a library of sword parts to complete your sword. Click the sword part to pick it up and attach it on the slot. Okay, so we need a guard, a Suba. We got a Suba. Sell sword. Are these gold? Like, is this how much he pays me, or how much it costs me? I'm gonna pick the expensive one and hope that's how much he pays me. Alright, attaching costs resources. Keep an eye on the resource panel to see how much you're spent. Ah, suck! Okay. Typically, swords have at least a guard, a grip, and a pommel. Add one of each sword. Okay, so let's go for cheapo. Cheapo. There, I saw, here. An oval, plain popular. Okay, so cheapo. I like cheapo. Alright, and a pommel. Alright, 300. Here, God. There. Cheapest thing in the world. There you go. All the requirements are fulfilled, so when you're happy, click the button to finish the commission. Okay, here you go. A nameless sword has been made. The man takes the sword, jabs it at his shadow experimentally. A slow grin crosses his face. This should do the trick. Thank you, Smith. Here's your payment. Would you like to accept this offer now? Why wouldn't I? Yes? Congratulations on finishing your first sword. Another customer awaits. I'm slightly confused, but you know, hi, Landon. Word is already spreading around camp about the new smith. Your next customer is a wary-looking man with a bald... Pate? Ta. I don't know what that word is. His hollow eyes darting back and forth. I heard you came down with the wasting fever. Lucky to be alive, you are. Anyway, can you modify this sword for me? I scavenged it from the ruins, but it hasn't got enough of a point to it. I want something I can stab into a thief's belly if I need to. He hands you a sword with a sharp edge, but a rounded tip. As you hold it to the light, he leans forward conspiratorially. God, I love you. I've only this blade 3 days, and I've felt people's jealous eyes upon it. If they come for it in the night, I want to be able to give them a short, sharp stab. Okay. Fort. Sure. Some commissions require specific sword ratings. The filled dots show the rating between 0 and 3 your sword currently has. So it has a rating of 1, but we need a 2. Why did you do that? I did not click that. Ah, fudge muffins. Alright, the ability history shows all the abilities which have been used to create a sword. You can use this to revisit abilities and edit them. The number next to an applied ability shows its intensity. Editing abilities has no cost. Feel free to experiment. Select highlighted abilities to edit it. 0.60%. But, why? Oh. What? You can change the range of many abilities. The range influenced by your ability is marked with a line. Drag a circular handle at the edge. Where's it? No, fudge. So, where do you want me to put it? Like, no. Okay, it's at. Okay. So the point is at 1.9, but he wants it at 2. Where's the 1.9 or the 2? Like, I can change it. I'm unsure as to where you want this. What does he want? Point. Current 1.9. Choose the range. I'm very uncertain. Like, this, you want it to be short, a 2? Like that? Maybe. Let's go with that. I don't think that's correct, but it said it wants to be a 2, and it's at a 1.9. Alright, let's just go for that one. Oh. Oh, No, it doesn't like that. Okay, I did something wrong here. Really not sure where it's supposed to be. I really don't know. Let's put it here at 4. Okay. I did something right. Sure. Okay. There you go. There. It's nice and sharp. The man takes a sword and tests the point, smiling at the bead of blood that wells at his fingertip. Then he stows it away, glancing around the camp as he does so. Folks out here will take everything from you. If you aren't vigilant, keep a keen eye out, Smith. He scurries away, his back hunched as though against a non-existent downpour. Sure. Hey, I received a scrap item. Go to your inventory and inspect what you received. Salvaging turns scrap into useful resources. This costs a small amount of action points, so it's perfect use for leftover points at the end of a day. Hover over the items to see descriptions, interact with them with an item to salvage it. Where's the time? It's at the end of the day, but I don't... Alright, so I have steel, wood, a blacksmith's companion, a minor sword part, book teaching the following sword designs. Okay. Slave shackles, a grim reminder of your past, melt them down and start anew. Family heirloom, a sophisticated bronze brooch passed down through your family line for untold generations. It's the only thing you have from before the Sundering. You've never been able to translate the inscription around the edge. Cool. Old tools, rusty implements past their prime, only good for salvage. I'll salvage this first before I do my chain. Okay. Alright, oh, I saw that. When your action points are spent, it's time to end the day. If you end the day with any action points left, they will be lost, so try to use them up whenever you can. Okay. End the day, I guess. Sure. Okay, day 1 is ended. Daily upkeep. Aw, oh, man. Ah, but look, I did make a profit. I got money! Explore Eren's Keep. Oh, I'm like, what? Ah, cool. Passage into Eren's Keep is barred by a colossal gate taller than the ship's mast. It was built to withstand enemy armies, but since the masked king's ascension, it mainly keeps out the desperate masses seeking his protection. Examine the magical bear. Do I have knowledge? I don't know if I do or not. It's only visible in the half-light of dawn or when it pours with rain, a faint shimmer that rises from the walls and captures Eren Keep in a vast dome. Cool! For a city to have survived this long past the Sundering, it must have extraordinary defenses. You heard that some surviving outposts have guardian dragons or shrouds of impenetrable fog, but none have as perfect a protection as Eren Keep. It is though the song never ended. Attackers, human or otherwise, are simply unable to breach the dome. Poisonous miasmas dissipate harmlessly against it. Plagues are kept at bay. Within the sanctuary, crops grow without withering, water runs clean, and people can sleep without fear. If such miracles can exist in the world without the voices, surely there's hope for the future. Approach the gate. As you approach, the portcullis? Portcullis, sure, rises to admit a caravan, and chaos breaks out. The crowd swells like a rising tide. Refugees push forward, begging for entry, and the guards batter them back with their shields. The merchant wagons barrel through, their drivers using horsewhips to lash stragglers out of the way. I'm gonna sneak through because everyone's yelling. Let's sneak through the wagons. You don't get far before a guard grabs you by the shoulder and flings you down in the churned mud. Not on my watch. Alright. He gazes down at you like a fisherman disappointed with his catch. I have coin, if you could just step aside. What good is your coin if the masked king has me drawn and quartered as an example to the others? If you ain't a citizen and don't have a worker's permit, I can't let you through. Simple. Now get out of here, applicant. Applicant. There's the euphemism the guards use to refer to the desperate hordes camping at their gate. It's a nicer ring, you suppose, than refugee. I have useful skills. I'm a blacksmith. Every applicant who comes here begging is a doctor, a master glassmaker, or a damned alchemist. You think I was born yesterday? If you're a smith, prove it. If you come with me, I'll demonstrate. I can show you a sword I made. How am I supposed to know if you're telling the truth? I got a sword too, doesn't make me a smith. Buzz off, little fly. I should keep forging swords until I build up enough renown for the guards to let me through. Head back to your tent. You return to your tent where your makeshift forge awaits. You are hardly at your best working in such limited materials, but it's all you have for the time being. Okay. New day is dawn. 48 hours remaining. Oh, nicely done. You finished the tutorial. From today on, you have more action points to spend. You won't be able to complete every commission, so pick ones you like the sound of. The game will open up from here. Don't be afraid to explore. Here are a few resources to get you started. Okay, I got steel, wood. I still don't feel like I know what I'm doing right now. Oh, there's chickens. Can I click on the... No. Can I eat the chickens? Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. I would like some chicky nuggies. Guess not. Alright. Oh, dear God. Well, okay then. Alright, so through me totally knowing what I'm doing right now, we have 8 action points, right? These all cost 6, so I can only do one of these. But if I do this one, which is 3, and this one, which is 4, and this one, which is 1, excuse me, then that's 8. So I could do one of these, or I could do all 3 of these. So let's start with Jovan. Jovan? The customer at your sword has a greasy smile and empty eyes. I need a proper weaponsmith. I've come to realize that you can't get far in this world with just a rusty little knife. If I'm to claw a decent life in this chaos, I require leverage. And in times like these, nothing provides leverage quite like a yard of sharp steel. Sure, why not? That seems fine. Forge. Okay. Speed. How swiftly? See, I'm still trying to figure out, like, okay, how do you get to that? One-handed, straight blade. See, sword's speed is highest when the sword is light and has little mass near the point. An increased leverage of a long handle further improves this rating. Okay. Let's, zoom. Okay, wait, where's my... Change length. Here we go. Okay. So... A boink, a boink, a boink, a bonk, a bink, a back. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, God! Apparently I'm making, Masamune for Sephiroth. Okay, okay, I thought it would stop me. This is hard because I want to look at that. Okay, alright, how about this? Speed. Maybe, I feel like a knife would be better. You know what I mean? So what if I reverse it a little bit more? I can't. Okay. So let's keep that there. And then the thickness of the blade. I need light. Sure. Alright, so the thickness. I really don't know. Okay. Speed, mobility. Wait, currently at 0.8. Did that? Oh, I can't make it any thinner. Wait, if I switch this around. Okay, stop. 0.8, and then it went to okay. So switch it around, make it as thin as I can. Right? Okay. Sure. So speed did go up. And now I need the width. It is light, little mass towards the point. Width of the blade. Like, so, like a sharp, I don't really, I'm not sure. Okay, no, that is the impact went somewhere. So, thickness, maybe? Cause that was the one. Oh my! This is the dumbest looking sword on the face of the planet. This was the only time. right there. Speed just went down. Okay, and just leave it there. Oh, 0.6. So it was at 8. 6. What changed it? Was it the width? Alright, let's change this silly thing. Okay, speed is going up. Oh, stop! Okay. That's all he really wanted. Change width. Negative 53%. What does this mean? Sure. Alright, let's put a point on it. This is the dumbest. Okay, that looks cool. Okay, alright, cool. Cross section. Make it sharp. What does that mean? Looks fine to me. Alright. He wants one-handed. Don't know how you define that or not, but he want. Okay, let's put cheap as cheap can get. This thing. Okay. Material wood. Popular wood grips. These are all wood, so these are just fine. This one's the cheapest one. Oh gosh. Okay. And then something timber. Plain popular. What is this? Oh, is this like a decoration? Left mouse to apply polish? What? I'm unsure about this. But these are steel. He wants 2 wood. What else is wood? Do you want another pommel? Okay. How do you make this one-handed? I understand that it's a requirement. You finished the that does not help me. I don't. How do you? What? Oh my god, this is like the ugliest sword on the face of the planet. How do I make this one-handed? Unless, can I get rid of this? How do I get rid of these things? Okay. Yeah. Okay, go away. So what if I make a, alright, thick and then slim, mild taper. Ugh. Strong taper. So if I could take this off and put that away, and then I get a oval thick. So here, and then a slim. Nope, that still looks stupid. Oval strong. Oh, there. I don't know what I did, but apparently that's 2 wood. Sure, my dude. All right, you get a cheapo little thing here. Good. All the check marks are checked. This is the dumbest sword. There you go, my dude. Go. Wait, it's not sharp. Oh, fudge. Okay, how did I sharpen it? Your blade is not sharp. Okay. Wait, how did I'm stuck in resources. Resource. Okay. Oh. Okay, make it sharp, Alright, gotta make it sharp. Right click. Activate smooth. Okay, it's sharp now. Good. Okay, it is sharp. An average short sword has been made. Has it though? Has it? The sword is taken, admired, then stowed away. Very nice. This should prove quite persuasive. I really don't think it will, my dude. I really don't think so. The world's not fair, so might as well be unfair in my favor, eh? Thanks, my dude. Thanks. What are broken cartwheels? Here, I'd like to give you this broken cartwheel. Blade tapering, sword part scan. There are people who are so unbelievably good at this kind of game, and they are, like, truly amazing. I'm not one of those. This is not how my brain works. But I said I'd give it a shot. A hunchman shuffles towards your anvil, his hands black with dirt and a shovel strapped across his back. He's as short as a child, but wide as a barrel, and he stinks of soil. I need a sword, eh? Alright, there's a smell of the dead about you. Are you a grave digger? Someone's gotta bury the dead, and they ain't pleasant work. People die every day in the camp. Fever, hunger, despair, aye? Alright. What kind do you need a blade? All sorts of scurrilous rumors have been circulating about this humble gravedigger Smith. They say I steal from the dead. One man in particular, he thinks I took his wife's ring when I planted her in the earth, eh? Well, I asked you, what use does a dead woman have for a ring? There's supposed to be an understanding. I don't dig graves for free, and the dead are the ones who pay. Alright. What kind of sword do you have? Missy Spooks has an unpopular opinion about all of this stuff, so what kind of sword are you after? Something that'll make him think twice about bothering me. He's bigger than me, but a good blade evens the odds, don't it? Alright, I'm not looking for trouble. I just want to be left alone and do my work in peace. Alright, sure. I'll make you. Alright, let's go. What do you want? Alright, two-handed. I don't know how to do that. Book. Smith's Companion? What does that mean? Alright, well, I can do point. You don't care about this stuff, so I can make it look like whatever I want. So let's make it sword length. You did say two-handed. Alright, come on. Spooks. Two-handed swords are usually big and thick, right? Alright, let's leave it there. Okay. And then I want it to be thick. Beefy boy. Oh wait, this is making things thin. Turn it around. Thick boy! Oh, that thickness. Eh, that's fine. Width. That's what I want. Beef boy. A proper two-handed great sword. Okay. There we go. Okay. Point. Alright, so you want it pointy. He wants it 3 pointy. How pointy do you want this thing? Oh, like super point? You want a needle, my dude? Okay, hold on. These are pizzas. Like, look at that. Finally got it down to 2. Or up to 2. There we go. I mean, sure. If that's what you want, that's what you want. What does that mean? Book. Companion. What does that mean? Books. Okay, your taper doesn't matter. Taper with taper blade, making it narrower towards the point, making it less thick towards the point. You want this? Is that what you want? That's just silly. That's just silly. Oh, I can't. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Just like hitting things. This is a weird blade, but sure. Okay, it's sharp. Guard. I don't know why these are starred. Alright, I like doing cheap ones. Alright, so let's make it small, mild taper. Alright, so it's thick. Thick. And then two-handed. Like, why did I get a check mark? Oh, wait, is it because the star? I mean, it's not bad. Sure. He takes the blade in his dirt-blackened hands, immediately testing its sharpness against his thumb. A thin line of blood trickles through the grime, and he grins with satisfaction. Now let the bastard come and test me, I'll split him down the middle and bury the pieces in the midden pile. Let's see. Colorful imagery. Good luck out there, Gravedigger. Hey, listen, not all gravediggers are truly creepy, but good luck out there. And you, Smith, if I end up burying you, I promise I'll put you somewhere nice, maybe near a tree. Thanks! Still don't know why you wouldn't accept that. Alrighty. Well, I can only do one more. A scarred woman dumps a damaged weapon on your anvil with a loud clang. Look at this useless piece of dross. I'm fed up pretending this thing can kill a man. Think you can get it back into working order? Sure. Oh, so this is just sharpening it? Gold? Okay, let me just check. Alright, so all I need to do is just sharpen it, right? Ah. Oh, that's literally all you needed, right? Ah, cool! She hefts the weapon with satisfaction, testing its balance. Good as new, maybe better. Why, I bet it could slice the lids from a man's eye before he can blink. Cheers, Smith. My enemies will lament your name. Yay? Well, we have no more action points, so I guess we end the day. That's all we can do. Hey, dude! Look, I'm rich! Nice. Explore Eren Keep, I guess. I don't... Camp? Whoa. Dude, these images of the back are so cool. Outside the walls of Eren Keep, desperate souls gather in makeshift tents, pleading for entry. Introduce yourself to the neighbors. I mean, I'm trying to build renown, right? Oh, fudge. There we go, I fixed it. Outside the wall... Oh, I already said that. The tents near you are mostly occupied by unfriendly, suspicious folk. They spit on the ground when you approach and ward you off with threatening gestures. There's one exception, however, a young woman who actually smiles as you approach, though her eyes are haunted and hollow set. Glad to see you're feeling better. You were on death's door for a while there. I'm sorry, have we met? Well, no, you weren't exactly conscious. I dragged you to safety after you fell off your horse. Ah, thank you for that. No problem. The old woman did most of the work nursing you back to health. I checked in now and then, but she told me you were still recovering. Where is she anyway? I haven't seen her in days. I don't know. She was gone by the time I woke up and I have no idea who she was. Huh, strange. I assumed she was a relative of yours. Must have been just a kind-hearted old soul. Count your blessings. There's not many of those around in this camp. It's friendly. It's nice to see a friendly face around here. And good to meet you, too. Name's Chev, short for Shevena. But only my mother calls me that, and she's been dead for 10 years. She's painfully thin and covered in grime, much like everyone else in the camp. She's the first person you've seen smile, though. What do you imagine goes on in Eren Keep? I'm starting to forget what civilization used to look like. Let's see. In Eren Keep, everyone eats like an emperor, and the streets are paved with beer. Ha! I bet! The carriages are drawn by butterflies, and the stakes grow on every tree. She lapses into silence. Somewhere in the distance, a scream rings out. You both try to ignore it. How'd you end up here? I grew up far west of here in Kurev. I lived in a beautiful port town. On certain mornings, the sea and the sky blended together into one shade of misty blue. It was like looking out into a hazy abyss with ships suspended in the middle. Then the sundering happened. Since then, I've been hopping from settlement to settlement, disaster to disaster. A few years ago, I heard that Eren Keep had survived. No better than survived, it had thrived. The safest place in the world, surrounded by a magic shield that kept out both plagues and monsters at bay. The name sounded familiar, and then I remembered. My dad used to tell me how his fool of a brother had moved to Eren Keep to make his fortune. Let's see. Not such a fool after all. I guess not. I wish our family had moved with him. In any case, that's how I came to be here. My uncle's the last member of my family left alive. I'm sure he'd take me in if only I could get through the damn gate. If I enter the city before you, I'll find him and tell him you're here. Thank you. She rubs her eyes. Look at me getting my hopes up. Lucas Baronia. Remember the name. Lucas Bariona? Got it. If I make it into Eren Keep before Chev does, I should try to find her uncle Lucas and tell him that she's out here. I will do so. Tell me more about your life. Let's see. Curve. What do you know about the magic barrier around Eren Keep? It appeared shortly after the Sundering, right? At the same time as the masked king took the throne? I know much more than that story. Tell me about your life before it was in Curve. Do I have to? Dwelling on good memories is beautiful but painful, like gazing overlong at the sun. I mean, I can understand that. Is there nothing you can tell me? What do you want me to say? The winters were harsh, but the summers were sweet and long. Every sunrise, the bells called us for morning song. I'd run to the school with my sisters, and we'd learn that the world would always stay sane. Feels like it happened to another person. What happened to make you leave? During the Sundering, abominations rose from the oceans. The waves were as high as mountains. The sea beasts claimed what the sea didn't. We were visiting my father's vineyard, out of reach of the worst of it. We fled, thinking that our town had suffered some unique tragedy. We didn't know that the same thing was happening everywhere else in the world. Do you know anyone selling materials I could use for my forge? I heard someone say there's a scrap peddler in the Lost City selling all sorts of things. Be careful if you go to the Lost City, though. That place gives me the shivers. I should head to the Lost City and strike a deal with the scrap peddler. Alright, leave Chev to her meal. Thanks for stopping by. Look around the camp. The camp is an appalling spectacle, an ocean of mud and flies, with gaunt men and women scrapping a living amid the filth. Not far from your tent, recent rains have swept away the soil on a mass grave, exposing glints of yellow bone. Only the rats are well fed out here. Scavenge for food. The tragedy of applicants' camp is indescribable, so is the smell. There are no sewers out here, and not everyone bothers to go to the outskirts to use the latrines. Tucked away from the squalor, you find a pocket where desperation hasn't completely taken hold. Children are playing in the mud. A few scrawny chickens peck at the ground, miraculously uneaten. As you pick your way through, wary eyes track your movement from the tent flaps, some calling out to alert their neighbors to the presence of a newcomer. At the center of this little commune, you find a family crouched around a huge cooking pot, simmering with meats and scrounged vegetables. A little girl tosses a handful of wild herbs into the stew. Her mouth waters. I'll approach him. A father and mother, a gaggle of children, a grandmother with a face like an ancient apple, even a dog rolling on its back in the dirt, tongue waggling. The rough-looking sort, filthy and gaunt, but you're not exactly presentable yourself these days. As you get closer, the man twitches aside his cloak to reveal a heavy wooden club. His wife's hand darts to a dagger in her belt. The dog snarls, hackles raised. They all look at you carefully, awaiting your next move. I don't have toughness. I'll introduce myself. Ho there, stranger. Name's Bennett Maunder. Here's my wife, Trian? And her ma, Gita. I can take you through the names of the nippers, too, if you like, but I get them mixed up myself. The young woman smiles wanly, withdrawing her hand from a dagger's hilt. The old woman just nods, her expression lost in the massive wrinkles. The children cluster behind their father, peeping at you, giggling. And this mutt's name is Chlodo? Chlodo? There's too many consonants in a row. Chlodo. He's a good boy. Keeps the vultures away. With the word vultures, Bennett's expression darkens. Chlodo sneezes disdainfully. What's in the pot smells delicious. It only smells good because, from the looks of you, you haven't eaten a proper meal in a week. Come on, pull up a rock, grab a bowl. I am shocked you're offering me food. It's a hugely generous gesture. Meat out here is as precious as gold, and this man has children to feed. I'll sit down and enjoy their meal. It's hot and thick and rich with meat. It's the best thing you've ever tasted. For the first time in weeks, the hunger in your belly ceases its howling. How long have you been camping here, Bennett? Almost 2 months now. Every day I beg the guards to let us through, but they're not interested in the likes of us. They offered us a trade, though. They'll take our nippers in and keep them safe if Trian and I go work ourselves to death in their mines. But then who would look after old Gita, eh? Oh, boy. I mean, what do you think of that? Yeah, what does the old lady say? The old woman bobs her head, smiling vacantly into the crackling fire. She gives no other sign of having heard you. I mean, Gita wouldn't survive out here. She's really kind of gone crazy, but like, if you take that offer, you go work yourselves to death in the mines, and who's gonna watch your kids? I don't know if I would trust that. Ooh, that's a hard one. I don't know. Maybe, I say I'll agree, and maybe I can do something for them in the future. Aye, that's the truth of it. So, we're stuck out here for the time being. Don't worry, though. We'll find a way to get ourselves past that gate. Where'd you find all this food? You see those big merchant caravans that come trundling through camp every day? A box of rations fell off the back of one of those. That's some luck, ain't it? Teach me your ways. In truth, I'm not sure I could do it again. The timing was perfect. The guards were distracted. The merchants had all caught the wasting fever and could barely lift their heads. You can't rely on that kind of luck. Have you heard any rumors about how to get into Eren Keep? There's smugglers who claim they can get you in. They charge an arm and leg, though, and who knows if they're telling the truth. Maybe they just take your money and leave you for dead in a ditch. Still might be worth it if you can worth the risk if you can afford them. Pleasure to meet you, Bennett. I'll see you later. Away from the Monders, the atmosphere of the camp reasserts itself. Unfriendly glares, distant sobbing. You draw your coat close around yourself and hurry back to your tent. You climb into your bedroll, enjoying a rare feeling of a full belly. You offer a silent thanks to Bennett Monder and his clan before sleep steals you away. A new day has dawned. 24 hours remaining. Oh, hello, random cat. A few hours past midnight, you're woken by a soft silken hiss. A blade slices through the fabric of your tent. The fabric falls away to reveal a pair of yellow eyes, a crescent of yellow teeth, a gaunt figure with a knife in his hand. He steps carefully into your tent, apparently thinking you asleep. Behind him are the dim shapes of other men. Each night, you bury your tools and your coin in a new location. There's not much in the tent they can steal, but they don't look like the types who'll be happy if they don't find anything worthwhile. I don't think anyone's gonna help me. I think I gotta threaten them. Don't take one more step. I mean, dude, I have to have a sword around here somewhere. I make swords. I didn't make myself a sword. The man freezes, his grin widening. Ah, awake, is ya? Might be easier this way. Hand over your coins, food, anything you got. His companions enter the tent behind him. 3 more men, all rail thin and desperate. The leader takes a menacing step closer. I think you picked the wrong tent. I make swords. You think I can't defend myself? Is that not true? The leader hesitates, but only for a moment. 4 against 1, Smith. Use your head. Stop waving that toothpick. You think you I don't. Oh, I'm a slave. I have finesse. I wish I could see my stats. But, like, I have finesse. That's what I got. Reach for my sword. I'm taking him out. Ah, oh, suck. Seriously? Your sword lies near your bedroll, hidden in a bundle of rags. You lunge for it, but the thief is faster. He moves like a snake, kicking the sword out of your reach as his knife blade appears at your throat, pressing it just firmly enough to draw a drop of blood. Not so fast! Grab that sword, boys! Nice bit of loot. Let's see what else we can find, eh? He nods to his companions who begin rummaging through your meager possessions. But they don't have any luck. Your coins and tools are buried beyond their reach. Where's your stuff? Tell us or I'll cut your throat. Stop poisoning that toothpick in my face. You think you scare me, you scrawny rut? Nah, I'd let you. Get out of here. Suck. Thief laughs, waving his dagger in your face. Try me, Smith. Doesn't matter how tough you are when you got a knife in your gut. Alright, I swear I have nothing else. The thief strikes you across the face with the back of his hand hard enough to rattle your skull. Liar, I ain't stupid. You've buried it, haven't you? I'm telling the truth, I was robbed blind as soon as I arrived here. Now I have nothing. That's only 30%. The thief glares at you. You maintain unwavering eye contact. Yes! Get out of here! You better be telling us the truth, otherwise we'll come back and spill your guts. Let's get out of here, boys. Smith's got nothing worth taking after all. Thieves melt away into the night, leaving you alone in your sliced open tent. That'll require a few hours of stitching to repair, but you're too tired to attempt it now. You manage a few more hours of fitful sleep before dawn breaks. Interesting. Huh. And so now we got these things. Wow, a lot more. Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna call it there. I went through the day. I really like the story. Like, that's absolutely fascinating, and I'm really curious as to how far the story goes. I have to say, I don't understand the sword making in the slightest. You saw my swords. Oh my god. Like, those were hands down the ugliest swords on the face of the planet, and whatever poor souls I gave them to, I don't think they're going to be able to use them very well. People who are much, much, much better at crafting than me will make very nicer, shinier, more beautiful creations. I'm just not that person. But the story is fascinating. I really wish I knew what percentages I had. Like, I have finesse, but I lost on the finesse. It's like D&D. Is it rolling? Is that the percentage of success? I don't know. But there's a survey after this game, and I can easily, like, put that out, you know, just, you know, put my thoughts and everything like that. But like I said, it's a playtest right now. It's really, really interesting, and people who are better at me at this kind of game would probably, like, get way more out of it. I just kind of, like, want to know the story. Because that's really cool. Like, the history, this sundering thing, what's going on, the camp, that's really good. And whoever wrote this... But that's gonna be it for me for today. This is really cool. I'll put the link in the description below. I don't know if you can just kind of get into it. I was invited into this, so I don't really know how that one works either. But like, still cool, still cool. Go try it out for yourselves. See if you can make way cooler stuff than me, which would not be hard. If you enjoyed that as much as I did, hit the like button. We all like buttons. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out so, so much. There's also a link to my Patreon in the description below. Go check it out. Support the channel so I can make super cool stuff like this and keep making super cool stuff like this. I cannot wait to see you guys. Whatever comes next. I'll see you there.